From the depths of Greek mythology comes a story as old as time. This is the story of Pandora's Box. Imagine a world without evil, where humanity lived in harmony and peace. The gods decided to create a woman, Pandora, and gave her a box with the explicit order to never open it, but curiosity got the better of Pandora. With trembling hands, Pandora opened the box. What emerged from that fateful decision would mark the destiny of humanity forever. The story of Pandora's Box is not just a Greek myth. It speaks to the human condition, our inherent curiosity, and the consequences of our actions. Was the box really a gift or a curse designed to punish Prometheus for stealing fire from the heavens? Some believe that the box represents the inherent flaws of humanity. Others see it as a symbol of hope because at the bottom of the box, after all the evils were released, one thing remained: hope. Join us as we embark on a journey of discovery, exploring the many facets of this timeless tale. Let's travel to ancient Greece, a time when the gods walked among men. In this world, stories weren't just entertainment, they were explanations. Myths served as a moral compass, teaching lessons about good and evil. The Greeks believed that by understanding the stories of their gods, they could better understand themselves. And so, the story of Pandora and her infamous box was passed down from generation to generation. The enduring power of this myth continues to captivate the hearts and minds of all who hear it. To understand the meaning of Pandora's box, we must understand the relationship between gods and mortals in Greek mythology. The gods, though powerful, were not without flaws. They often interfered in the affairs of humanity, sometimes with disastrous consequences. Mortals, considered inherently imperfect, lived in the shadow of the gods. This delicate balance is fundamental to the myth of Pandora. Created by the gods as both a gift and a curse, Pandora embodies the duality of human nature. Her story reminds us that our decisions determine our destiny. Now let's talk about the creation of Pandora. Prometheus, a titan, stole fire from Mount Olympus and gave it to humanity. Enraged, Zeus sought to punish both Prometheus and the mortals. He ordered Hephaestus to create a woman from the earth, Pandora. Each god gave her a gift designed to bring suffering. Aphrodite granted her beauty, Apollo music, and Hermes cunning. Zeus gave Pandora a beautifully crafted box, warning her never to open it. Pandora didn't know it, but this box held the key to unleashing untold misery upon the world. Pandora, newly created and naive, found herself burdened with a gift she barely understood. The box whispered promises of secrets and wonders. The gods had explicitly warned her not to open it. Yet curiosity gnawed at her. The box became a symbol of temptation. Pandora, torn between obedience and curiosity, wrestled with the urge to open the box. She didn't know that her curiosity would have devastating consequences for all mankind. The day came when Pandora could resist no longer. With trembling hands, she lifted the lid, peering into the darkness within. A chorus of hisses and shrieks erupted, and from it poured a torrent of evils. Disease, envy, hatred, greed, all the evils that plague humanity, sprang forth at once. Pandora recoiled in horror, realizing the weight of her actions. She tried to slam the lid shut, but it was too late. The evils were free, their insidious influence seeping into the hearts of men. As the last of the evils escaped, a single entity remained trapped within. Pandora noticed the faint light emanating from the box. With trembling fingers, she lifted the lid once more. A luminous butterfly emerged, its wings shimmering like 1,000 tiny rainbows. It flew around her head before soaring out into the world, carrying a message of hope. Despite all the evils unleashed, hope remains, a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. Friends, we've explored the myth of Pandora's box. But what if the fragments of that story were more than just a myth? Throughout history, whispers have echoed, tales of explorers claiming to have found remnants of the box. These stories, often dismissed as folklore, hold a certain allure. Could these whispers be genuine breadcrumbs leading to a relic of unimaginable power? Join us as we delve into the world of treasure hunters, historians, and mystics, all drawn to the lure of Pandora's box. Our first story takes us to the sun-drenched ruins of ancient Greece. Dr. Sophia Nikolaidis, a renowned archaeologist, dedicated her life to uncovering the secrets buried beneath the sands of time. Her tireless efforts led her to a remote excavation site on the Peloponnese Peninsula. After months of work, her team unearthed a series of chambers adorned with frescoes depicting scenes from the myth of Pandora. At the heart of the ruins, they found a small ornate box made of obsidian. The carvings on its surface mirrored those described in ancient accounts of Pandora's box. As she reached out to touch it, a shiver ran down her spine, a primal warning that some secrets are best left buried. Halfway across the world, in a secluded London mansion, resided Mr. Alistair Cavendish, an eccentric collector of antiquities. His obsession, to possess objects imbued with historical and mythical significance. When news of Dr. Nicolaides' discovery reached him, he spared no expense to acquire the obsidian box. He believed it to be the missing piece in his collection. Unaware of the potential consequences, Cavendish saw the box as a source of ultimate knowledge and power. His obsession blinded him to the dangers lurking within the artifact. The closer he got to unraveling its secrets, the more entangled he became in its web of mystery. While Dr. Nicolaides and Mr. Cavendish represent two sides of the same coin, a third group emerges, the skeptics. These individuals, often historians and scientists, view the claims of finding fragments of Pandora's box with cynicism. They argue that the very nature of myth makes it impossible to determine that any tangible artifact truly belongs to the legend. The obsidian box, they claim, could be anything, a ritual object, a clever forgery, or a natural formation. Their skepticism, though grounded in logic, only adds to the allure of the legend. The possibility that something as fantastic as Pandora's box could exist is too tempting to ignore. Whether the obsidian box is truly a piece of Pandora's legendary vessel is a question that may never be answered. But myths reveal truths about ourselves. The enduring fascination with Pandora's box speaks to a fundamental aspect of the human condition. We are drawn to the unknown. We feel compelled to explore the forbidden. The Pandora principle highlights the unintended consequences that often accompany our actions. The challenge lies in proceeding with caution, awareness, and a deep sense of responsibility for the consequences of our actions. The echoes of Pandora's story resonate even more strongly in our modern world, a world grappling with the consequences of climate change, technological advancements, and social and political upheaval. Just as the evils escaped Pandora's box to wreak havoc on an unsuspecting world, we too face challenges that threaten to tear apart the very fabric of our society. The parallels are striking. Take, for example, the development of nuclear weapons. The pursuit of scientific knowledge, the desire to harness the power of the atom, led to a discovery that has the potential to destroy life as we know it. Knowledge itself, like Pandora's box, is not inherently good or evil. It is the decisions we make, the responsibility we take for our actions, that determine whether this knowledge will be our salvation or our doom. Similarly, the rapid advancement of artificial intelligence, while holding immense promise for progress, also presents us with ethical dilemmas and potential risks that we are only beginning to grasp. The myth of Pandora reminds us that progress without foresight, innovation without ethical considerations, can lead us down a dangerous path. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, we would do well to heed the lessons of this ancient tale. The challenges we face are unprecedented, but so too is our capacity for innovation, collaboration, and compassion. The myth of Pandora's box is not a story about despair, but rather a timeless warning about the duality of human nature and the importance of making responsible choices. It reminds us that even in the face of adversity, hope remains. The single butterfly that emerged from the box, a symbol of hope and resilience, reminds us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit has the capacity to endure and overcome. This hope, however, is not passive. It is not a guarantee, but rather a call to action. It compels us to learn from our mistakes, to repair the damage we have caused, and to strive to create a better future for generations to come. The myth of Pandora, despite its ancient origins, remains strikingly relevant in our modern world. It is a story that transcends time and culture, speaking to the very heart of what it means to be human. As we face the challenges of the 21st century, let us remember the story of Pandora, not with fear or despair, but with a renewed sense of responsibility and a commitment to creating a world where hope, not chaos, prevails. And so, friends, we come to the end of our journey, a journey that has taken us from the sun-kissed slopes of Mount Olympus to the dusty backrooms of forgotten museums. We have explored the myth, the legend, the cautionary tale of Pandora's box, and we have reflected on its relevance in a world facing challenges both old and new. But what does it all mean? What can we take away from this timeless tale, a story that has resonated with humanity for millennia? Perhaps the answer lies not in the literal interpretation of the myth, but in its enduring power to provoke, to challenge, and to inspire.